gets harder to continuously pressure the hero that's farming, because the only reason you're able to do that so freely is because you're not afraid of counterplay and there's nothing in the way. But now at this stage, this Ember Spirit doing a great job of being in the way. Toby's doing his best to cut the waves bottom. He does TP out, as he does look like he's afraid. But yeah, it's just a very natural progression. I don't think it's ever... It's only too early to take the towers if you are losing out on efficiency by doing it. I don't really think Alliance stopped farming while they were taking the towers. It's just at this point, it comes down to taking clean fights as they find Hanskin.
And they get this kill before the goons, they're backing him up on the lines. They're coming from the river. He gets the egg, and I don't know. Yeah, it's dead, but here they come. They still want to fight. There's the ghost. We have a silence. We do. It's a 3-man silence. And it's so much damage. Goodbye, Alk. Goodbye, Pangolier.
That's exactly what you gotta do.
And goodbye, Vengeful. Double kill for Limp. He's even going to kill off the Ghost of Venge. And, well, Nico Baby has that Diffusal Blade and 1,000 gold. He's also had that Royal Jelly in his backpack for about 5 minutes now. And there it is. He's using it.
Oh, Valiant. It's the natural rotation when a team is behind, they're gonna 4-man your safe lane tower. That's the easiest tower for them to go for. They have like a decent timing with that Alk Radiance, as we see Ember dying again, maybe?
And this time he will be going down. The Blink Dagger from S4 suddenly gives them that little bit extra they need to kill the Ember.
Yeah, that's why there's that period of peace forced onto Alliance, right? Because eventually you have to stop punishing their timings and hit yours, and that's basically what they chose to do. They forced Viking GG away from the bottom half of the map. That makes them have to group up. If they're grouped up, they're like, well, what else are we going to do? I guess we'll go take the top tower, or at least try to, and start Alliance with the nice smoke behind. Hanskin a little bit, I don't want to say sloppy, but he got caught out of position as his team was rotating. He had the right idea, it was just a bit too early to die there. And
oh my goodness,
the dive finds him.
I think, did they not see him?
They don't know which one's real.
They don't? Well,
no way.
Did they not even see that one either? Because it looks like they didn't even try it. He's just, all right, he's like, oh, cool. I guess.
See you.
That's big.
Diffusal done. BKB being worked on by Nico Baby. BKB being worked on by Shad.
Oh, let's see. I don't think you get this kill middle. We'll see. There's going to be a smoke screen. You're going to have the silence right after as well from the DP. Is it enough? It might be. That silence lasts forever. They need a couple more right clicks. He will make it out. No, Limp with the last auto tag. Very close, but now you see like they were able to farm and fight a little between those 3 and 4 minutes, BSJ, like you said, and then they got that one extra item on a few heroes on Alliance, and now it feels like they can't do that.
Yeah, I love Limp's build here. The Lotus Orb is so good against Alk Stun, against Shadow Demon's abilities, against Vengeful Spirit's abilities. You can't swap her against the Ember Spirit chains, against the Pangolier debuff. It's actually so good. Yeah, it's like on top of the fact that you get the 10 armor.
That is going to be scary, especially you just pop it on the S4. He jumps in, pretty much still unkillable at that point. And a Pupil's Gift. Here you go, Limp. 13 more strength.
Shad with the BKB. There's smoke behind him. So at this stage, it's now Viking GG realizing, okay, they've hit their timing. It's time for us to fight back
vision
with ours.
Are scanning.
As Shad still getting a blink potentially.
This does feel like a tough initiation. Oh, they go around the other side. Nico, there's going to be the dust pop. Did it even hit onto him? No. So he is still invis. There's the silence up on Ember Spirit. They jump forward. Silence wearing off. He's going to trick the trade, but he doesn't use smoke screen. And he makes it away for now. On the backside, there's going to be 2 linked together. It's Celery going down. Pangolier held in place, has the mech. And wow, somehow only 2 people die on that as the Ember does die on the backside finally. And Pango, he gets stunned, he gets silenced. What? He just went back in to try to play around with them a little, and it did not work.
Armus got 2 bounty runes, the value.
He did. He's just still moving.
It's even more important.
Oh, he is. They needed that. Shad's like, thank you, sir.
I'll take that 280 gold.
But still getting run over, a 9K lead as we see the replay here. You see Nico Baby pop the smoke, but he dodged it, didn't get dusted, was able to get on the backside on Ember, almost brings him down. He brings him down like 2 seconds later, and Snaking with a good ulti onto the Pango, just latches him in place, has to cancel the ulti, and well, the rest is curtains.
There's just way too much like raw HP and crap to deal with on the side of Viking GG. I don't really have a better way to describe it. Even though Ricky's not super tanky, he's actually sitting at 1600 health with that Pupil's Gift, and your only real lockdown is is the Ember Spirit chains, because all the other stuff is dodgeable. He can disjoint the Venge stun, the Alk stun with his Tricks of the Trade. Yep. So you have to pretty much chain stun him, and then you're ignoring the fact that there's a Phoenix. This is important. They can't focus one hero.
He has ulti in 5. Will he make it away? Toby is rolling. It actually ends up hitting on the Ricky, and he is dust this time. He's getting perma-stunned. It looks like the mech to save him. No, it won't be enough. Okay. Phoenix Egg will go down. It's an instant buyback. He's going to teleport back onto the outpost. They get a nice link together. The Alchemist is held into place. This is not looking good for Viking. They just bring him down. A perfect ulti from both supports. Now there's going to be one from S4, and they're going to find everyone, it looks like. Yep, Shadow Demon trying to run. Triple kill beyond godlike for Limp. Masterclass performance, and yep, kill them all off. They will, besides the Penguin who barely makes it away. And oh man, a perfect egg, a perfect Grimstroke ulti holds the Alk in place, and they just destroy him. As you see the odds, yeah, I would probably agree with that. Oh, this just feels like this game's been all Alliance. We had that one, you know, oh, he's got the BKB Radiance. That's his timing. That timing failed. Feels like it's pretty much all but over.
Yeah, I was initially scared about this Alk pick, and then I was like, wait a minute, their lanes are just really bad.
Yeah, like real bad.
On the side of Viking, and Alliance has punished that to the fullest, as a Ricky lineup is taking a 22-minute Rax.
Yep, and they will end up getting it. Silence goes on the Penguin, so he can't jump forward. Has the mech. Snake King saying, yo, aim me, I want to die. I love that Chad's like, no, we can get more than this. They're actually literally ignoring Snake King. They'll finally go back to get him. Uh-oh, Nico, maybe this would be a dieback, but they lose vision. Oh, they get the bolas though. Limp, this would be a gigantic kill, especially if you can get onto one of your cores. If you can bring him down, even he has the Lotus Orb. Yep, he can throw it up again if he needs. He's probably waiting for that stun, but it is going to be from the high ground. He might not see it. He does. He sends it back, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. He is so damn tanky, like you said. Even with the minus armor, he's still at plus
4 heroes for like 20 seconds.
But they get him, and it is 1,000 gold, but it goes to the Shadow Demon, which is great. Oh, they're chasing for more. All right, S4. Gotta be careful. He dodges in, dodges out.
Misses the chains.
Good, and now he gets the stun off. Spirit Vessel goes off, and he's able to get out, but they do get
Tier 1 tower hype.
Will they get it? It looks like they will.
They definitely should.
Yeah, there is going to be some sort of
buyback from Limp here.
The slowed attack speed and Chad. He has to run back from the percentage-based damage.
I think you ult and take it if you're scared, but otherwise
you just got to take it.
You gotta get something.
Okay. That deny actually, I'm like, oh my goodness, Alk. He gets it though.
That's when you're going after Limp, for instance, and just 4 heroes and he dies to a neutral, and you're like, oh.
We hit everything. There's just a pupil's gift chilling on the ground. Apparently it died to acid spray, but they pick it up.
Alk has a blink going for the AC. I think once he has AC, they actually have enough damage to bring down targets. So, yeah, it doesn't seem like a huge damage item, but they have a lot of innate physical damage. So the minus armor will be quite nice. And, well, we'll just have to see. I think the next point of contention will be Alliance just forcing Roche and say, we dare you to come fight us. They might smoke into a kill first because they're scared of the Pangolier contest. Limp is working on his Ag Scepter. He's 200 gold off, so I think they're waiting for that. Yeah. And his level 18. It's going to be a pretty huge timing for them there, as they've taken a bit of a chill pill, and it looks like Viking GG is not content to do the same, as they smoke up his 5.
They want to go with that Blink Dagger, bounty runes as well.
Yep, top towers, natural stuff. Ricky's going to walk into Artemis, and he... I don't think they saw each other. I don't think Nico Baby saw him at all.
Yeah, I think we just saw pings from the Radiant because of smoke, bro.
800 vision, and I don't think Ricky saw. Smoke break is, I believe, 1300.
I do say, I've been seeing it now, the Shadow Demon is going to start getting farm, because he has started just using the illusions of the Alchemist to farm up with that Radiance himself, and he's been making a decent amount of gold. He's actually level 13 on Shadow Demon.
He's rich.
He's rich, he's high leveled, he's almost as high level as middle right now.
Yeah, Etherland's plus cast range means that he can potentially cast a lot more spells that he wasn't able to do before, just purely based on position limitations and the telescope.
And the Keen Optic. This Shadow Demon can literally disrupt from halfway across the world.
He should give the telescope to Venge and then have himself have the Keen Optic, I think.
The extra 75. But maybe, I guess he's playing in different spots than him, so he just wants the extra 25. Who knows? They will get middle tower. Limp brings it down as bottom getting harassed out as well. An AC to counter the AC of Alk, already up on the Centaur though.
Oof, never mind. Yeah.
It's a pretty good item, but you like it there because it nullifies the armor.
Yeah, it's... When you're ahead, you just think about what the opponent's lineup will eventually scale to do, and all that Viking GG has is the physical damage from Pango, physical damage from Alk, physical damage from Venge, and a little bit of magic from Ember, who even has Slight, which is physical damage. So the Lotus Orb deals with a lot of their abilities, and then the AC does quite a good job of dealing with their damage, as they are working on an Ags on Phoenix, and all the other items are already come out. The BKB is done on Nico Baby.
Oh,
Celery is...
He's good.
Yeah, he's fine. Not even close.
Dude, they keep putting that sentry in the same spot, and they're not getting that ward. He just killed that sentry.
New ward. I've seen them do this on several high grounds.
He just countered that sentry, and you put it in the exact same spot. A little bit of mauled here. Okay. Are they going to
settle down?
I need to. Titan Sliver and Repair Kit found for the losing team. Two pretty good items, especially if you want to defend your base with this Alchemist Shadow Demon. Makes it a lot easier.
Paladin Sword's a pretty nice item for Alk, though, so he'll probably do a lot of that. As the amp on his ult regen, as well as a little bit of lifesteal, never hurts for the mana battles during the engagements.
There is a mind breaker as well on the Ricky, so even more silence on that initial jump.
It just means you can use your diffusal without having to worry about clouding immediately. Yeah, it's a nice luxury item for Ricky. Makes your chain of abilities very easy to execute, and you can also do more damage before casting the cloud. Yeah,
this very well could be the game if they do want to try to fight him at Roche, but already Alliance is out.
Right outside of the pit, so Alliance didn't deward that at all. A lot of vision for Radiant around this.
They're going to try to get the roll, but no, instantly silence. He does get swapped out. Can the Penguin start? He's going for it now. He does get it off. Will at least initiate snaking first. He has to buy back, and the Venge is left. They're doing the Phoenix. Do they have enough damage to kill? I don't think so. It's only Aramis hitting it, and Age is going to get stunned by it. Nico Baby still alive as well, and Limp is running him over, but oh man, Shad
is chunking.
He's doing a lot of damage with the Spirit Vessel as well. Boom, somehow survived a little bit longer, but Shad gets brought down. Limp seems to be a little bit too strong here. They will chase for more.
Raid boss
Tango goes down, and it looked, that was, for being 12k down with an Alchemist draft, I feel like they played that fight very well, but you are 12k down. Eventually the items and all the levels just add up.
Yeah, Limp's just an absolute beast right now. He can't afford to be focused, and since he built this Ags, which I think is a really good presence of mind from him to know they can't afford to focus him, his damage output's even higher, and I think they did a great job buying time with the swap into the disruption onto the Vengeful Spirit so that he lives as well, and they just didn't have the... They didn't believe they had the time, I think, to focus that egg down, and then they couldn't really disengage either.
But look at this. This is risky. You need a risky play, though.
No DP ult, no egg, no Centaur ult.
BKB up on Alk. They know the Ricky's dead. He has no buyback. They don't know that because it is off cooldown. He still doesn't have the golden. That was the Ricky's 10th in BKB, and he did nothing with it. I saw it. He jumped to try to kill the Venge, and you said the disruption came out. But this fight, can Viking GG just take it and bring themselves back into this game?
They have to get this. If they don't get it now, they're never getting it.
They're doing the blanket. Silence there as well. Is Alchemist to go down? It is a nice swap out. There will be a Centaur ulti. No one taking Roche. They all get out their fine time. Yeah.
Nico Baby's alive.
He is. Has the BKB up as well now, but they're going to go right back in. They want to take it.
Egg is up. Death Prop golden 30.
Oh my goodness, Shadow Poison chunks Roshan too, my goodness. Nico Baby in there, scouting it out a little bit. There is a Sentry. He blinks forward, instant stun. Goodbye, Venge now. A good play save. The Shadow Demon for one sanity. Will be an instant buyback from the Shadow Demon. The Venge needs to as well, and Shad, he's just right-clicking. They can't bring him down so much heal. Maybe they can. Shad, he's trying the eggs there. He's just right-clicking it. The Alchemist actually gets it with Toby, but they bring him down in the long run. 100 seconds. Alk is down for. Toby goes down as well. And yeah, 16k lead. That's going to be a Roshan, and this is more than likely going to be their base as Death Prophet's ulti is up. Just needs some mana.
I like what both teams did there. I like that Viking GG had a sense of urgency, not playing scared, playing to win the game. And I know that Alliance is aware that as long as they get this Roche, this game is in the easy pickings for them. And all they had to do was buy time for Nico, baby. Great stalling from them, casting abilities, just poking, knowing they didn't have to actually engage, just had to make sure the Alchemist didn't finish it too fast. And it's just good Dota from both sides. I think Alliance had the upper hand early. GG tried to fight back several times, but honestly, Limp, I think, is the X factor here. He's just way too farmed.
And the item progression with the mech and the Lotus Orb, that, you know, it's not just him going down this flow chart. I'm middle DP, I buy this. He mixes it up against this Alk. Really pays off.
Yeah, he's we're not trying to take away credit from anyone else on the team, but I definitely give MVP to Limp this game as he crushed that lane mid. I know you're favorite. I know you're supposed to beat Ember, but I don't know if you're supposed to be 27-14 when he's 14-1 on CS.
Oh my goodness, Aramis is just dead immediately. Toby, he's rolling. He's like, I got to defend the base a little bit. Hit Snake King once, make it 2 times, make it a 3rd. He just, okay, I don't know. I guess he just really wanted to get the kill on
Ember's
Snake.
Dead on the other side.
He's dead as well, and well, it's all 5 heroes dead. Alk will respawn. They're just attacking the tower. GGs are called there, and Alliance 32-minute win. It felt like they were in control since 0 minutes in. An extremely performance from Alliance this game. And they knew how to deal with the Alk, right? Everyone wants a little bit more. You see that shout out. This is the guy who kind of beat OG with his Alk 2 games in a row, and people have been banning it.
Yeah, and you fall behind in experience, right? You're just
trying to go for kills.
Yeah, if you're just fighting all the time. But Dragon Knight getting gone on, he's kind of picky, but still taking a lot of damage here. Ember looking for a little bit more, Yang with the heal, killing him out.
There was a Dragon Knight with 2 braces and a nether shell, and he almost died to
my god.
one mystic flare and a searing chains.
And so let's just cap in the
wait till it's a level 2 thick flare.
Hunter, show me the line. Where is the line now?
There is no line in this game.
There's no line.
The Radiant
Eon can go anywhere. The line is gone.
I mean, look at the game.
Dire's top tower.
It's true that they are just playing wherever they want.
There is no such thing but a okay, it's like you can see the general thing. Trian is always in the late lane, the support. The other cores are here. The carry is like, they're always the other hero are here. And the hero that clears the creep rate faster, Ember is always middle. So there's still a clear, if you watch who is in what position, there is still a clear thing.
How important is the Treant, this idea? Having a hero that can... Because he's locking down this lane, right? He's healing it constantly, and he's spamming Nature's Grasp. It's so difficult to take this tower. Somebody's dying elsewhere. DRS dead. I want to talk about Treant, though. They're looking for him. PYW diving through, burst away. Courier's dead.
This is amazing. This new way of approaching people is amazing.
Dire's top tower is under
And now they're TPing bottom. They're unwilling to give even a single tower. We might even, this game might even end with 0 damage on any of the tier 1s, right?
Like he's secretly looking at all the tier 1s.
Yeah, because Innocence is healing them, right? So that would be that's a shutout, right? If you don't get to hit, if you don't even take a single health off of the enemy tier 1s, did you even play the game? Like. This is so okay. What's coming out? Are there any item timings for Vici? Ori has just got a bunch of small stuff. He's going for a BKB next. Eurus has got a Manta and he is going for a Scotty. If the Terrorblade can get items, I think there's still a chance here, but it's not easy. Ooh, POW. All right, just TP out. Run at bottom. Still have the Aegis for another minute and 40 seconds.
Thrice.
Oh, I feel like it's like you actually probably be better if Dragon Knight just go for a pipe. To be honest, like he's not like the BKB is gonna take too long, and I feel like pipe has moved very in, like trying to drag out the game.
Yeah, and if you get the BKB, you're just redirecting everything onto somebody else, right? But if you get the pipe, then at least they might. If you walk forward, they might try and cast all their spells on you, and then they're not getting cast on the Terrorblade.
I mean, even if the LC has one. I mean, the LC already has the pipes.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not. But I think overall the game plan is very, very straightforward right now for Dahlia. They need to stall for the TV, play the map, try to cut waves. Phoenix, I think the Phoenix has to try to like go around, cut the waves. He's the only person that can actually do that and kill the creeps. Like he has to risk his own life to do that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, because right now they're just getting completely contained on their side.
It's also hard, right? Because there's fucking Treant in the game.
Yeah.
If you were to do, there's a huge chance that you are just gonna die without the enemy needing to commit. The Treant is gonna stop you.
Oh, it's enabling E-Home to just sit on the enemy's side.
This is so problematic. So you have run at you heroes, and then you jump at the top and kill the tower, so your towers never go down. And he can set up anywhere on the map. So it doesn't eliminate the fact that you need to go back to
Sylar with living armor jumping in here. They're gonna change that both to the back line. Supposed to BKB getting popped. Nothing saying in a solo bother from the will-o-wisp shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. They don't even need to bother. Sunder from the high ground trying to save the Dragon Knight. They put down the Supernova. E-Home thinks about diving in any way to deal with it, but instead they can just walk away and take the tier 2. That was a buyback from the Phoenix, but no way for Terrorblade to fight after using a defensive Sunder. And E-Home just up onto the high ground. Here we go. Legion Commander get locked down. They don't have a Mystic Flare, but it's still damage. PYW gonna try and push them back with the Fun Ray, but Sylar just wants to go running in. And Yang, that is not a place that you can be standing. Fuzzy Wuzzy wants you. We'll get the little blinding light pushback. Everybody is coming now. E-Home just focusing on the racks. Faith Beyond has snagged himself queued up. Terrorblade taking some damage. Needs to be really careful about the metamorphosis usage. They need to get a catch first, but they don't have the Dragon Knight ultimate, and they don't have the support ultis either. So they're really fighting at a significant disadvantage here. Aegis has already been reclaimed. Yang getting gone on. Okay, now we see the metamorphosis popped, but E-Home just gonna commit and try and kill the Terrorblade. They know that he doesn't have the Sunder. You're trying to limp away. The duel thrown out in desperation, but it's not gonna be enough to save him. It's just more dual damage for Sylar, and E-Home have done it. They have taken this series with 2 amazing wins.
For now, the concepts, you know. So maybe the way to play Dota right now is actually not with a carry.
Have we gone that far? Wow. That would be something.
I mean, you think about it, because laning is so important, right? So whenever you pick the hard carry, usually the hard carry has a harder time in the lane, so you're gonna suffer.
Radiant are scanning.
Got it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Alliances turn to ban. Radiant team ban. Alliances turn to ban. Radiant team ban. Alliances turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
8 teams made it into the playoffs. They all clamored to be able to make it out of that group stage, but as soon as they made it into the playoffs, elimination is now on the line. And it's especially on the line for Viking GG, who are currently down 1 game against Alliance, as we head into game 2, where a draft is already underway, nice and quick for us. I'm going to keep up the action here at ESL One LA, powered by Intel.
10 seconds remaining.
Gods, Blitz, what are we expecting to see in the second draft? Do you,
5 seconds remaining.
no Grimstroke? Maybe just no Venge Shadow Demon? Ugh.
Better lanes, yeah. The support duo was a bit weak. I think it's going to be tough, though. Alliance, once again, at first pick. I'm very surprised to see a scenario where a team gets first pick in both games of, at least first 2 games of a best of 3.
You know, I really feel like supports are a big thing right now. You know, like in other drafts, I think it's easy to just go look at the cores and be like, oh, this core is really good, you know, like the supports or whatever. But if anything, the supports were the problem in that last draft, right? Supports are more important than ever.
I think they kind of are dictating the meta a lot right now. Like these key heroes, like the Cuddle, Phoenix, the Grimstroke.
Tusk.
Yeah,
10 seconds
there you go.
remaining.
They determine what cores you actually pick, because it's important to get that right pairing. You know, you're going to pick a Grimstroke, then Riki is more on the table than before.
Oracle's another one. Like, Oracle completely, like, ruins Centaur's game, for example.
Yeah.
Shadow Demon's one of those heroes that can counterplay a lot of picks.
Oh, wow. SD Mars off the bat, huh? That's intense.
All right.
Why is that?
I think if I had lost that bad with SD, I would have been like, oh, maybe I'll want to swerve on this a little bit, but they end up just taking it out. And they also ban out pretty much most of the, half the heroes at least, that they didn't want to play against last game.
DP Phoenix gone.
Viking GG do have Radiant and second pick again.
Okay. So, Alliance, I assume, took first pick, and Viking GG chose Radiant. I could see that.
Ooh. I haven't seen much Earth Spirit. Interesting to see his first 2, because as far as like supports that dictate the meta, I would not really put Earth Spirit in that pool of heroes just yet, but generally considered to be a good 4 position to play against the Shadow Demon, good at getting to the back lines. Even if you got someone in the front, you can still hit the Shadow Demon with that silence to prevent the save from coming into play. And a very aggressive 4 position that can kind of enable Nature's Prophet in his game.
And we still have a bit of versatility. And I don't know if Snake... well, of course, Snake King can play Nature's Prophet. So you can play 5 Nature's Prophet as well. Different ways to open this draft up. I kind of like the way Viking GG opened, though, just because it's a threat. You know, like
it's a good lane too. It's like we're picking a lane that's not going to lose.
When you got a second pick, I think you want to threat and say, hey, deal with this, because they're going to be, if you don't represent some kind of threat, they're just going to be waiting. You know, just counter picking every step of the way. Oh, you drafted that? Okay, now do this. You know,
I like that.
I want them to have a threat where you go, we got to go back and deal with that.
Do you guys know if we've seen Alliance play 5 position NP? I feel like I've only seen S4 play it.
Yeah, I think when they were playing with Zibe, I don't think they ever did Nature's Prophet 5. But maybe that's something different with Snake King.
the Snapfire ban from Alliance. This is a support Viking GG love to play. One of the few teams still picking it.
Turn to pick.
Wow.
No Vengeful Spirit, but an Enchantress, huh?
Okay.
Viking
Support
GG's pulling on all the weird support duos today.
Yeah. This is being picked, I think, for its laning prowess. The Impetus is still very good in lane. We don't see Ench much. It's definitely here that's fallen off after some nerfs, but theoretically very good laning stage. And they banned the PL, so I assume it's going to be a 4-position Enchantress, since that's kind of the PL's normally the hero that's good against Ench in lane. You can get on top of her and just try and threaten her out.
Also, late game, you do literally nothing.
Yeah.
Like PL, he is the king of just swarm, kills her in 2 seconds anyways because he has high base stats, and the Phantom Rush late game, like the Agi bonus and stuff, makes it so that you don't really even notice the attack speed slow that much.
Feels like a really good gyro up to game for Alliance against Enchantress, Mars. If they can find a way to make it so that Gyro doesn't get destroyed in lane. That's the main issue, is like, okay, can Gyro actually lane and not get crushed? Because if you can, I think that is perhaps the hero you want.
Radiant team pick.
Well, there are plenty of good lane dominators. So I was thinking of Oracle Lich, but it's Dazzle is the defensive 5 position for Alliance.
Could flex this mid too. One plays a very good Dazzle mid.
Turn to pick.
And so they're going to take DK on the side of Viking.
So that Dazzle mid looking even more appealing, maybe?
I think that matchup goes okay-ish at some point for DK. Like, once he gets levels, he doesn't really care that much.
Just max the passive, I guess.
Yeah. Like BSJ said, the counter to armor isn't negative armor or whatever. It's much more efficient to scale armor than it is the other way around, I think.
Remaining.
And that's why Viking pick it into it. They're like, I think they have to know that Limp does play Dazzle mid, so even if they feel comfortable about this pick.
Radiant team
Seems like it would just be like the co-op versus DK matchup, except for Dazzle, his is physical damage, which I imagine DK would do a little bit better against, but I guess we'll have to see. It's still an option here.
This is a cool pick. We have not seen much PA.
Yeah.
No.
But against the 2 squishy supports, fantastic. A lot of attack speed from the Blink Strike allows you to actually kill Enchantress through her Untouchable. And with Dazzle, you've got some minus armor being applied across the board. I don't know, I quite like this. It's not exactly a hero you want to play into DK, but I don't think we're going to be seeing PA prioritize going on the DK at all.
I feel like Viking are lacking damage right now too. Which tells me 2 things. It's like, 1, PA is going to have a really easy time, and 2, this Dazzle, like, the Grave is going to be even more value, because first you have to be able to get on top of the Dazzle and get people low enough where he can't Grave. Like, you can just burst down, and I don't really see that right now from Vikings draft.
So it sounds like we need a really aggressive, damage-heavy carry.
Yeah. It's funny enough, I think Alk is a good pick again.
I mean, PA farms very slowly, and I think those carries that can just outfarm her and be an item ahead, like the Alchemist, makes sense.
It's different from Ricky, Death Prophet, and what was their offlane that game? Ricky, Death Prophet, and Centaur are very good at hitting this mid-game timing where they fight non-stop, which is kind of what hurts Alk. Alk drafts, ideally, you're saving some of your towers. Like, you have the ability to fight 4-on-5. And you don't just lose all your towers at, like, minute 10. That's kind of what hurt them last game. They lost control of their own jungle so quickly, which then forced them into making, like, really desperate maneuvers. But this time around, I think their lanes are at least better than it was last game.
So is this going to be a Limp hero? We decided on this
I think
yet?
so. I feel like Alliance, like, they're all in on this physical damage, mixing it up a bit, getting some actual magic damage, some wave clear as well.
Could do Monkey King.
Oh, there we go. The magic damage, wave clear. This is exactly what I feel like they were lacking, because Nature's Prophet PA don't really push lanes that well.
Okay, the cheese. Remember the cheese.
They banned Meepo, but there was just too many cheeses left. Oh.
How do you switch this up? Is there a way to deal with this?
Jeez, who
You
goes
put
mid?
Dazzle mid, maybe?
They're thinking about it. They haven't picked.
Because you can heal. You can heal out your wave.
But you need Zeus as a core, right? Zeus offlane, maybe? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think you would
off
farm
lane
on
with
the Zeus.
Conskin 4
I think I would do Zeus off.
and
Conskin.
P5. I think
picks
that's
up
what they're
Dazzle.
doing.
You have to put Dazzle mid.
Yeah.
If you put Zeus mid against Brood, your game is so griefed. Like you will lose in like 5 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
doing the
yeah.
exact same thing we're doing right now
Yeah.
because they're not picking these heroes right away.
I think it should realistically be
10
At
seconds.
5 Zeus, I think this hero does nothing with that farm, but maybe you just think the Nature's
5
Prophet does more with farm. S4 picks up Zeus, okay.
I think it has to be a 5 NP off Zeus.
This was not their plan. They picked Zeus to go mid.
No.
They were planning on doing the Zeus mid, Dazzle
Offlane.
5, offlane Nature's Prophet,
Yeah.
and they completely have to change everything.
The confidence of Viking GG. They heard it. Zeus. And they're like, oh, spam click Broodmother. Get it. It
was so fast. It was
They're
so
like, this is
fast.
our victory. It's one, boys. But is it actually? Can Alliance with this lane swap up, or role swap up rather, come through against a Broodmother? They did it before against Alchemist. Can they do it against this last pick Brood?
They definitely can. Like these
Yeah.
lanes are it's the Zeus mid. It's like kind of like they have like a 5% chance of winning. I think it's much closer to 50-50 with the way they've set up their lanes. Zeus should have a great time in the offlane. You're playing against a safe lane DK, so I give Alliance a good shot here. I think they, based on game 1, are the better team as well.
I feel like if they try lane the Zeus or just kill him enough early, they could just straight up ruin S4's game. Because he does not want to play against a Blink DK plus Mars just like swarming on top of him.
Yeah.
They have a lot of different gap close, and Brood's like the fastest hero.
All right, well, Alliance, they may have taken game 1, but they've been Broodmothered. Drop a 1 if you think it's going to be Alliance taking the victory. Drop a 2 if it's Viking GG. And drop a 3 if you're happy to see it's Grant and BSJ on the casting desk.
Dazzling.
Prepare for battle.
That's not right.
At my hands is an honor. Death at my hands.
Broodmother last pick. You've got a Zeus, a PA, a Dazzle, and a Nature's Prophet. BSJ, did they just get cheesed hard?
What a
And if so, what are Alliance's chances?
Let me lead off by saying if I don't see at least 100 threes in that chat, I'm going to have a word with all of you after this game.
And the odds? You'd agree with
Alliance
that?
is favored again, and apparently in the odds, but I do not like them as much. Like, after the last game, I was like, okay, Alk, they have bad lanes. Maybe that's punishable. Okay, Alliance could steamroll this. So what I see here is that a Dazzle should probably do fine mid, because all of your abilities are physical damage, and the spiders have 0 armor. So you'll probably be able to get an early Necro Book, and if Broodmother ever tries to go on you, you can heal bomb on yourself. Pretty low cooldown, should kill the spiders. But they have no stuns, other than Earth Spirit. So
Isn't a very guaranteed stun.
a hero that's moving at like 500 move speed in the Broodmother, I don't know how you kill her exactly. Usually, if the Broodmother has a really good lane matchup, but you have like a Spear Breaker or like even like instant stuns like a Rubik, you can eventually kill her. I don't know when they kill her, so I'm predicting that Broodmother kind of just runs rampant over this game. Like, I think the lane's going to be fine for Dazzle. I think they're both going to get what they want.
Ooh, that
and then
block.
eventually this PA is not going to have space to do whatever Nico Baby wants to do. And whatever Nico Baby's game doesn't look like it's going to be easy for me, then for him, from my perspective, I always don't like Alliance's chances nearly as much.
You see a ton of harass already going out. Top lane, Toby and Nico Baby trading it off. Middle lane, Limp already has a little bit of a lead, but because of Creed, he had such a good block, it was perfectly on his hill. And then in that bottom lane, what are your thoughts on Zeus? We heard, obviously, Zeus, you don't want to play instead Blink DK. You don't want to play into Diffusal, Broodmother. How do you play this game? Do you, like, get Aether Lens Blink yourself and just, like, keep yourself out of danger?
I'm going to tell you right now, Grant, I'm going to say something I don't normally say. I have no freaking clue. So we're going to watch S4 and see
what he can do.
What he can do about it. For me, it's like...
Oh my god, sorry, they missed that. I can't believe you missed that range creep.
It was a nice creep aggro from S4. To, like, right when the melee creep's about to attack it, you pull it away. So that Shad thinks the melee creep plus his attack's going to be enough damage, and then it doesn't work. So little moves by them there. Definitely really fun to watch pretty much all core laners nowadays.
Yeah.
And their little lane mechanics.
Spear in, snaking. That's first blood. Toby taking a lot of damage, but you have a Shadow Demon behind you, so you have to be careful of your Nico, baby. It's a good first blood. Shadow Demon Aramis, he's been getting a ton of farm on this hero when he's playing it.
It's something that's hard to watch, but a lot of times people that miss CS in competitive Dota, it's actually caused by the opponent messing with the equilibrium and the aggro and stuff. So sometimes, obviously, they just miss it, but it's pretty cool when you understand the nuances of the laning to see little things that people do to just eke out that extra deny. As Celery taking a lot of damage bottom, and S4 likes to go the 0-1-1 skill build on Zeus. I'm guessing side lane Zeus just doesn't have the mana to use both of your skills. You have to choose one or the other, as the purge from Celery.
He's going down first.
Looks like the Zeus goes down first, yes. So
Hanskin's like, all right,
yeah,
I'll
he's
take
like,
some experience. Cool, he's gonna be a level 3 off this wave, it feels like. And, well, S4's game already teetering towards ruined. We'll see what he can do with the comeback, though.
I actually think Hanskin having a good start might be more important than S4, because, as I said, he's the only stun, and he's the hero solely responsible for initiating a gank onto Boom. And if they can't kill Boom, I don't really see how they win this game. So not actually a bad engagement in my eyes. We see Dazzle is absolutely free farming the lane.
Yeah.
So maybe Limp will itemize somehow to deal with this Brood in a way that they can kill him. I did expect his lane to be absolute free farm, but I've seen this before where Broods like lose their lane or go even, and then eventually they just out farm you, out level you, and out maneuver you on the map. As
I don't know, this Zeus is, he's just gonna have to play in the trees.
Just stay in the trees. The wise words of Eternal Envy. I'm sure that Snake King can pass those words on to him, being that he is now on Cloud 9 with Eternal Envy.
Just hiding. Yeah, I know you were talking about even just the last hits, but I switched to very early net worth, and it's a Dazzle is 1,000 gold up on Brood already. 1,000. That is a lot 3 minutes into the game. Yeah,
that's way more than I even thought. Yes, the CS is a bit inflated because of the fact that he's getting the spiders, but at the same time, it's not like he's expending anything to get the spiders. It's a pretty cheap mana cost spell on the Shadow Wave, and now that Brood's kind of just left the lane, he's not expending anything on a bottle. He's actually going straight for mana boots, which on Dazzle, once you get level 6, are hyper value because you have that 26% cooldown reduction. As we see Hanskin.
Oh, this should be a kill. He does not have the heal with the 1-2-0 build, so they will get a little bit of some down bottom for S4. Hanskin actually getting the kill, which sounds like you like.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a big part of their game. And since Dazzle's having such a good start, an even better start than I thought he would have, it might be very well possible that him plus Limp could actually kill the Brood.
Aramis. Oh my goodness, Snakey. He might die to the illusions. He doesn't. He's TPing out. The poison, it looked like, oh, they're going to get the kill on the Shadow Demon instead. 5 stacks takes Snake King from 100% to 5.
Nico Baby has 20 stick charges. Or wand charges.
And he pops it.
Dazzle is just one of my favorite heroes in the mid lane. I think he's super enjoyable to play. If they have little burst damage, it's very easy to play Dazzle. That's really the only way to counter him is heroes that jump him and burst him. And right now, they honestly don't have that. So the mid-game power of Limp will be
pretty big.
Pretty incredible this game, honestly. The minus armor from your ult adds up very quickly. It benefits heroes like PA in the fights. People a lot of times don't think of Dazzle as the minus armor that he is. His old ult used to be all about the minus armor as Boom comes back to mid lane, but I don't think you can punish, like, some heroes, for instance, like Legion Commander, they'll use their nuke to clear the spiders, and a Broodmother player will only lose like half their spiders and then run at you with the rest of them, because that's like a 15-second window. But now that he has his ultimate, Dazzle's heal bomb is only 7.4 second cooldown. You can't like run at him in the meantime, while Toby getting body blocked by trees, honestly more impressive than anything as Snake King's doing that on 100 ping.
He is the little treant. Oh my goodness, he blinks into the spear. It won't get him killed because of the little dudes, but
bottom lane, meanwhile, S4's getting dove, gets stunned up by DK, purged by Celery, and Hanskin is just loving it bottom.
Oh, he might die though.
Maybe not loving it enough though. Holy crap. Okay, so now Shad. We're having the game of like people getting ruined and people having the freest games. Yeah. It's basically what this Broodmother pick has effectively accomplished.
Yeah, this DK, as you said, he has Tread's double bracer wand already. He is only 100 gold below. He's actually just past the Dazzle.
Will
Guess
the
that
dazzle be enough? I've seen dazzles with really good starts take over games, but he also usually relies on enabling other cores with his kit. So if he's the only good core, or the only core with a good start, this is the time to see whether or not Dazzle can truly carry them through the mid-game. Illusion Room, pretty value on Dazzle for the heal bomb on the creeps. Boom's trying to do something with this aggression of the spiders, but he has to be careful of feeding those away when Limp attempts to nuke
top lane. They're initiating. A lot of abilities already being used. Aramis is out of mana. He will wand. They don't have a stun. He should make it out.
Limp's walking behind. He has to be very careful of leaving the mid lane for too long because of the fact that Broodmother will take your tower almost instantly. As long as he gets this quick kill.
That's not quick. It will be a kill.
He's going to TP right back mid, I assume, once he gets out of tower range.
Looks like
nice.
Yep,
Yeah,
immediately
you
does
definitely have to. Against Broodmother, it's of the utmost importance that you don't let him get to your tower and hit with the spiders before you get back. So something to think about whenever you're a mid laner is what the opponent will do the minute you leave. Are they a hero that pushes? Are they a hero that ganks another lane? In this case, obviously the Broodmother will shove your tower. Shad actually gets a super early tier 1. We haven't even been noticing that one.
Yeah, he brought it down. They tried to deny it, but a good play by the Wild Wing.
That's half of S4's health there. Nobody misses how much damage that impetus does in the laning stage.
Yeah.
Being the last patch.
You like this build, by the way, on the enchant? Is it just because he's versed like a low HP, non-mobile hero, or is this pretty standard? I just don't see it that much.
Back when they nerfed her, all of her skills mana cost wise, I thought you had to go either 404 or 440. I thought that was like the only way to play the hero. So you just don't have enough mana to cast your spells, and I think as support, your W is just better than your.
He's just gonna have to TP out. It is, gets out, takes a ton of damage, but survives in the fountain.
It's funny because Enchantress, the nerfs effectively made it so she has all the aggression potential she used to have, but she can't also itemize defensive or skill build defensively. As we see a ward that scouts out Boom on this jungle camp, but he can just TP out. Yeah.
All right, well we're seeing the problem. It's working. The just TP. It's a real thing. Top lane, they're trying to dive on his tower. There will be double TPs in. Snaking's here. Instantly Spirit S4 TPs in as well.
Just TP,
triple one, and he's gone.
Yep.
Wow. So an early 1K lead for Viking GG, mostly because as you see this bottom lane, you've got an Ench creep and a Dragon Knight level 7 just pushing in tier 2 while top.
Shad's TPing top. He's here. He's ready to go. He's strong.
Can they kill Toby in time?
Hanskin canceled Shad's TP. That was huge, actually. I think Shad could have done a lot of work up top. But being a level 7 DK, super strong. Going for the Blink Dagger himself, so he doesn't think he needs to carry. He just needs to be the gap closer onto the Zeus that we were talking about. Dealing with all of these heroes up in your face, including the Dazzle, because if they don't get someone that blinks and goes on the Dazzle, he's just going to be sustaining his entire team. You just win long round of fights on Dazzle because of the sustain in tandem with the minus armor. Mech come for Limp very soon. He didn't elect to actually go the Necrobook first. Usually we see core Dazzles go for that greedy item that just helps you farm really fast.
Yeah.
And then they go back for the but by no means is Mech a bad item on Dazzle. The super low cooldown is broken. I wonder if he'll go straight to Greaves. My opinion on the hero is that if you go Mech first, you go Greaves, but by no means is my word law here.
And the Centaur Conqueror from the Enchantress actually denies one of the bounty runes. Gets rid of it, and they will win that.
TP'd onto top.
He's gonna be okay. He's only level 6.
He has no TP. He cannot just TP.
He can't just run away, though, and he has a teammate in the Shadow Demon, so he'll be fine.
Okay. Whew.
Zeus
the
just
escape route was not available there. As Snaking also TP top with Limp, so now they're just chilling together, farming the wave. Hey, buddy. Arcane Rune Dazzle. His Shadow Wave is a 4.144 second cooldown.
Should still trying to avoid that poison as it gets stacked up on him. And he will. Well, the Broodmother does have a Diffusal Blade now, by the way, as they try to push. Now, what do you do with this Broodmother? Do you just keep farming and look for little pickoffs, or do you actually roam the map as the Brood?
Keep forcing people to show up mid, and if they do, you can either farm or you look for kills, and it's based on your teammates, I think. So once this DK gets Blink, which he has.
Oh my, 11 minute, and it's not
double bracer 1, yeah.
Jeez Louise, Shad, calm down.
Oh, the Broodmother also has an Iron Talon. I think that's the Dream. I don't play Brood, but I'm pretty sure that neutral item is the Dream.
Especially now that it works on Ancients, the super Dream. They're going to try to push in top, it seems, on Viking GG. They want to just pressure the map. They're bottom, top, and middle. because of this DK having such a good game, and the Broodmother's always pressuring the towers, you say.
He's electing to put the efficiency route on Boom. There's a couple times he can walk up and hit the tower, but he's just choosing to clear every single camp every single minute, which is fine.
Yeah, there goes Snaky immediately. We have a lot of TVs coming in. Mars, he's here. He has his ulti. He just drops it down, but he dies so quickly. No, he's running away because Shad's here with the blink dagger. I don't think they expected it. There's going to be the mech popping out. Zeus throws his ulti. I'm not sure it'll be enough, though. Will the Crows kick down Earth Spirit? Not quite yet. There's going to be the Grave thrown out. Limp actually gets a double kill, and they're alive.
He's alive on Limp.
Wow. I don't know how that went so well. It was the Dazzle.
It really is Dazzle.
And Zeus, he's looking for more. He does have some nukes. But the Zeus actually has, he went 0-1-1 into a 3-2-1 build. Definitely a little bit more different than I've seen.
I believe they call this the blast-off build.
Okay.
The 3-2-1 blast-off build. The only the only problem I have is that he didn't go 3-2-1-0.
Yeah.
He had the point.
What are you doing?
He's really, his countdown is not the final one. As Boom is just invading the jungle at this meanwhile. So like while the fights are going on, I always like to see who's farming, who's getting what they want off the map. Nico Baby, he's going straight for a Battle Fury. He's pretty farmed as well, to be honest, even though he appears to not be. PA just doesn't farm very fast early. So PA's worth effectively is very impactful for every bit of gold that she accrues. And if he can get like a 15 to, I'd say like a pre-16 minute Battle Fury, Nico Baby will be feeling good, as he also has an Iron Talent, so that's helping him out a lot too.
Especially since you can just blur farm and use it on Ancients. It's pretty much free gold at those camps now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Top lane is getting pressured. It's just a level 6 Enchantress, but still, you don't want to just lose a tower for free here.
Yeah,
it is deniable.
Bonus 50 as he throws the net out.
Hanskin doesn't want to commit any abilities to bring it down.
Nice D-ward for Aramis. This farm is effectively double the impact for Boom as he's denying it to Nico Baby, and this looks like a harassment Shadow Demon ult.
Oh, you gotta be careful. He blinked in, but instead they're gonna come out perfectly timed stun and an easy one on Aramis.
Boom's like, I want no part of this. What are you doing, buddy? I was just stealing his Ancients.
See you later.
He does take the spawn spiraling damage, so it hits for 400 damage, actually. That's a lot.
And he's 2 levels above the Dazzle now, so as we talked about, Dazzle dominating the lane, but Broodmother doing some Spidey things.
That's why I was a bit surprised he didn't go for the Necro. Maybe he feels like he just needs to participate with the team because the other lanes weren't as good.